कर्नाटक किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना। Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 31st verse. अविद्योपाधिको जीवो मायोपाधिक ईश्वरः माया विद्या गुणातीतम् ब्रह्म वेदांत डिंडिमः. The same reality with two conditioning is called differently. See? Maya, Avidya, Guna, Atita, Brahma. The substratum, the reality is beyond the impact of Maya and Avidya. What is the impact of this Maya and Avidya on the Brahman, the reality, the substratum? Avidya upadhikaha jivaha. Jiva is the one who is essentially divine, but under the influence of the upadhis, the conditionings. See? Husband is essentially a man, but coming under the influence of the upadhi, the wife. Then that husband is called as the jiva, and he is designed for suffering. Now, if the same husband, the same jiva, does not come under the influence of this avidya or upadhi or the wife, then although he is a husband acting, but he is essentially living as man. See? Why this example again and again? You will feel homely with this example. See? So, cause and effect. Man is the cause, the husband is the effect. Brahman is the cause, the jiva is the effect. Now there are two effects. One is jiva and mayopadhika Ishvara. Who is Ishvara? Ishvara is the one who is functioning through the limitations and yet not influenced by the limitations. See? So two of them, the same reality, the Brahman, supporting these two conditioning. One conditioning is influencing as if the Brahman, the reality, then it is Jiva. The second condition, the same Upadhi, conditioning the Brahman, but not coming under the influence of the Maya or the Upadhi. See? There is one mantra in Mundakopanishad. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vruksham parishashvajate tayo anyaha pippalam sadhumatti anashnan anyaha abhichakashidi. There is one tree, vruksha, samane vrukshe. There are two birds sitting together and they are exactly alike each other. Always together. Sakhaya, very good friend of each other. Tayoho anyaha pippalam sadhumatti. Between the two, there is one bird which is perching on the fruits of that tree and enjoying or suffering. The other bird is also on the same tree, but he is not perching on the fruits of that tree. So the one who is suffering because of the karma phala is the jiva. The other one is supporting the karma phala but not getting influenced by them is the Ishvara. So apply this in your life. What will the application? As somebody, we are all jiva. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, etc. We are jiva. If we are suffering as these, we are the jiva, you are destined to suffer. Although you are all these, and yet you are not getting influenced by these conditionings, you are Ishvara. Can there be simpler than this? So what is the sadhana? Be happy. See? I don't know if I told you. In Prempuri Ashram, Mumbai, I used to have my lectures regularly. And one day they had some special function. So they invited me, I went. Now they say, we know Swamiji and all of us know you very well. For last 30 years you are coming and talking to us. Now any topic given to you, you come back only to be happy. Is it that all? Scriptures tell something different. I said, all right. Then I started my lecture. Within 15 minutes, they became so miserable. Swamiji, change the channel. See, friends, we are all seeking happiness. That is the jiva. The one who is expressing happiness is the Paramatma or the Ishvara. So, avidya upadhiko jivaha, mayopadhika Ishvara. And what is the Brahman? Maya avidya gunatitam. Now to understand this, take the example. The ocean is the Ishvara, the waves are the Jiva, and the water is Paramatma or the Brahman. So the same water with the conditioning of totality and being a cause is Ishvara. The same water with the conditioning of dependency and finite wave is the jiva. See how simple it is. Therefore, Maya avidya gunatitam Brahma Vedanta Dindimah. Therefore, if we want to get out of this relative world, one technique I can tell you. Once this goes down of its own, maybe Brahman bhari ho gaya hoga. So, it's not difficult. Maya avidya gunatita. So, when we are on the seaside, our attention is on the waves. We talk about waves. We went here also the other day somewhere on seaside, I don't know what is that area. There I discovered one thing. What is Melbourne, according to my understanding? Everything is tida. Nothing is straight. When you come from the airport, you come across a big post like this. What kind of design? The arch is also like this. And when we went to that seaside, morning time we are walking, waves, they were not coming straight, they are coming like this. So we have gone to see the ocean, but we were talking about waves. See? Then we jumped into the waters and we called the ocean was deep. See? And therefore we decided, let us take a delegation to the water. And we approached and said, water bhaiya, water bhaiya. Yes. As waves, you are a cute man, we enjoy. But as ocean, you are terrible. What water will say? Excuse me, gentlemen. What is a wave? And what is the ocean? See? How simple it is. That is our essential nature, Brahma. From the absolute standpoint, relativity has no existence. See? From the spaces point of view, north, east, west, south have no meaning. Because they are relational, they are not absolute. And what is relational in our life? Cause and effect. Ishvara is the cause, Jiva is the effect. So if we really want to walk spiritual path, do not get entangled in cause and effect. Why? Because sky is too high. See? That is so important. But we are again and again saying, but Swamiji, I have done so much of Bhagavan. But even then, everything is happening to me because you are dear to him. You are troubling him all the time. See? Do you know the most miserable Bhagavan who is? He told me. Ram. Every Tom, Dick and Harry, all the time, Ram. Now he says, Beta, what do you want? But where we are listening to him? Ram. Like your kids. They will be running after you. Mummy. What do you want? Mummy. What do you want? Mummy. Give one. Chup. See? We create noise for him. Remain silent, quiet. See? Then you come to discover, I am neither the wave nor the ocean. I am neither the husband nor the man. Then I am expressing through the body as a man and through the wife as a husband. So both. Husband is an expression of the man through the wife. If you put your shoes, and suppose your shoes are one number less by mistake, one number less, how you will walk? Oh, why are you walking like this thing? Is it style? No, not style. Then I think the shoe is little small, one number is less. So one number less shoe you put on, how you walk? Kauva chala hamsa ki chal. Now we, the Brahman, the infinite, expressing through the shoe of body identification. And that funny expression of that infinite Brahman is called a Jiva. Therefore, play your role. As a Jiva, play the role. As a Ishvara, play the role. Now, last point. Let the Ishvara in us be invoked. Now, who is the Ishvara? Ishvara is the controller and Jiva is the controlled. So, if we are victims of our sense organs, unless I get this particular thing, I will not like to eat. See? So, that is the Jiva. Now, invoke the Ishvara, meaning give yourself zero choice. Living with zero choice is you are Ishvara and getting contaminated, influenced, frustrated because of the choice, you are the Jiva. See? This is what is our story. We are constantly wanting choices. Lesser the choice you give, more happy you are. This is how the Jiva is conquered by Ishvara and Ishvara is surrendered at the feet of the Brahman through knowledge. This is the only way. Continuing further, Sakaram cha nirakaram, Nirgunam cha gunatmakam, Tattvam tatparam Brahma, Iti Vedanta Dindimah. The same reality is Sakara and Nirakara. See? Sakara with the form, Nirakara without the form. The space is without form, Nirakara, and supporting all the forms. See? Sakaram cha Nirakaram. इसको उठाओ ऊपर. मुझे लगता मैं पाताल लोक जा रहा हूं. See how much love it is. पकड़ के रखो यहाँ. Enough. So, the formless alone supports the form, but the forms do not influence the formless. This is the law. See? Space is formless, supports all the forms. Water is formless, therefore can be comfortable in any form. And therefore, one Paramatma, one Brahman can be in the human being, in the animal, in the birds, in everything, including in the stones and everything. Sakaram cha nirakaram. Therefore, our scriptures tell very clearly. According to our scriptures, the truth is indicated in three ways. I told you this. One is Nirgun Nirakara, attributeless, formless, that we call Brahman. The second one is the truth is with attributes but no form, then the same truth is called as the Paramatma. And the truth is with form and with attributes, the same Paramatma is called as the Bhagavan. So depending upon to what we give importance, the same reality is called in different ways. But because of that, the truth doesn't become many. See? Therefore, Sakaram cha Nirakaram and Nirgun cha Gunatmakam. So, with attributes, without attributes, or whichever way, all combination, Tattvam Tat Parabrahma, that is the ultimate reality. See, friends. And therefore, in our religion, you are a Hindu whether you go to temple or not. Whether you are following Hanumanji and your parents are following Krishna, doesn't matter. See? There was one lady from UP married to a Gujju. UP is Jai Sri Ram and Gujarati Jai Sri Krishna. So when she married and in Ahmedabad it happened, she asked me, Swamiji, I know you don't like questions, but I have got a problem, how to sort it out. In our place in Ayodhya, every time we say Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. But after coming to Gujarat, everything is Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna. It doesn't come in my mouth or mind, Jai Sri Krishna. So I am standing before Krishna and saying Jai Sri Ram. What will happen? He will confuse you, relax. See, friends, there are no problems at all. Whether you follow Ekadashi or not doesn't matter. Whether you go to Shiva temple or not doesn't matter. Whether you take bath or not, really? See, do you think we are taking bath? See? Therefore, Tattvam Tat Param Brahma iti Vedanta Dindimah. So hold on to that reality. Don't get lost in cause and effect. Cause and effect is a mental cancer. See? And therefore we keep on, why? So delete these two words from your language. One is why and second is how. So when I said delete why and how, you will ask a question, but why? And then how? So our whole life is whiling away by howling at the life. Dunya aisi hoti hai. Now apply this principle. Have we ever asked the question, why the fire is hot? No, we accept it. And then go ahead. So, but why my wife is like that? Accept and go ahead. See, friends, otherwise we will waste our time. So, Tattvam param param Brahma iti Vedanta Dindimah. Discover this reality that we are. There is nobody who can help us in this. Continuing further. Dvijatvam vidyanushthanat Vipratvam veda patataha Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. In Manusmriti, one shlok comes to indicate this thing. See, this also I told you, in two places this topic comes. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Chaturvarnam maya srushtam guna karma vibhagashaha tasya kartaram abhimam vidya akartaram avyayam. I have classified the humanity on the basis of the gunas and the activity into four categories: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. What is the criteria? Guna and the karma. Whether you are sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, or whether you are matter-oriented, action-oriented, or knowledge-oriented. Depending on this criteria, humanity can be classified into Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and in the society, again there also Brahmachari, earlier stages of life, Grihastha, married life, Vanaprastha, ready to retire from the married life, and the sannyasi, leave everything and get into the path once for all. This is how humanity is classified. See, Maya Srishtam. Manusmriti says different. Janmana jayate shudra, samskara dvija uchyate, vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha, brahma janati brahmana. This shlok you can see here. Dvijatvam vidya anusthana. Dvija means born twice. See, when we are born, we don't know anything. Then we are given knowledge by our parents and our society. How we should talk to elders, how we should sit, how we should not do this, we should not do that. All these things, how to do the puja. You cannot take the left hand and give the flower to the Bhagwan. No. Everything has to be done in a proper way. So we become cultured. See? So, Dvijatvam, Dvija means twice born. The body which is given to us by our parents, it is meant for dying. But then out of that body, a Dvija is born. Now a cultured person is born. The culture is not with the body, but with the mind. So Dvijatvam Vidyanushtana. Then Vipratvam Veda Patataha. So Vedabhyasi Bhaved Vipra. Now after you have become qualified to study the scriptures, how you now know the Sanskrit, you know how to go and talk to the teacher, now you are able to understand the meaning without translation. In this manner, slowly and steadily, we start studying the Vedas. And after that, Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat. And then we come to know the objectivity in the knowledge is dropped and the subjective experience is reached. That is Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat. Therefore, first of all, we have to be self-disciplined. Then we are Dvija. Then we study the scriptures, go to satsang again and again. Then we become Vipra. And thereafter apply that knowledge in our day-to-day life and come to discover that we are essentially divine. Then Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat iti Vedanta Dindimah. Therefore, friends, satsanga must be followed by practice. And practice is not like a yoga practice. Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. No. We have to lead this spiritual life 24/7. There's iti Vedanta Dindimah. See, friends. Nobody can help us in this. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. We have to practice our spiritual life. There is no proxy on this path. Spiritual life is not a part-time profession, a full-time preoccupation. See? Therefore, we are, according to this verse, Vipratvam Veda Patataha. We are listening to Satsanga. Now after we have heard the Satsanga, then Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnana. Now what is our understanding? What we have studied? Swamiji, it is okay for you, but for others it is very difficult. Useless. See? When we study other subjects, it is different. When we study the scriptures, it is different. It is something like, when I look at an object, I look at an object. But when I look at the mirror, do we look at the mirror? We look in the mirror. Don't look at the mirror. And when we look in the mirror, are we looking at the reflection? No, we are looking at ourselves. See? So when we take toothbrush and toothpaste and show our teeth to the mirror, and there we apply. See? So in the mirror we see ourselves. Exactly the same way. When we study the scriptures, we see ourselves in the scriptures. Seeing ourselves in the scripture is what is called as the Vedanta Shastra. See? How simple it is. The Dvijatvam Vidya Anushtanat Vipratvam Veda Patataha Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat Iti Vedanta Dindimah. Therefore, our attention should be on our being. Koi nindo, koi vando, koi kaise kaho re, Rama sange preeta bandi hota jaise hota hai. Don't get involved with anything or anybody beyond limits. And it can be achieved only by one simple technique. Know for certain, spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. When we become extraordinary, we want a special status. And the samsara begins. Therefore, Brahmanyam Brahma Vijnanat Iti Vedanta Dindimah. Continue further. Sarvatmana Stitam Brahma.
Sarvatmana Stitam Brahma.
Brahmatmana Sarvam Brahmatmana Stitam.
Sarvam Brahmatmana Stitam.
Na karyam karanat bhinnam.
Na karyam karanat bhinnam.
Iti Vedanta Dindimah.
Iti Vedanta Dindimah.
Nahi karyam karanat bhinnam. The effect is not apart from the cause. Now here I'll tell you the principle of Vedanta Shastra. For creation of anything, we require minimum 2 or 3 causes. Suppose you want to create a pot. So what are the minimum things required? You require clay and you require a pot maker and also some instrument. But minimum 2 are pot maker and a clay. Only clay will not become the pot, and only the pot maker cannot make the pot without the clay. So clay is the material cause and the pot maker is the efficient cause. See, this is the most important principle of our scriptures. Understand it, then all the dumb questions will disappear. See? So material cause and efficient cause is the same reality. This is what we have to understand. Now suppose you take a pot created by a pot maker and you take that pot with you to your home. Will the pot maker also come with you? He will not come. But the clay will come. See? This is the principle of our scriptures. And therefore, stone is God, tree is God, river is God, directions are God. Other than Paramatma, there is nothing. See? Slowly, steadily, you will get this point. It is said in, again, Mundaka Upanishad, there this thought comes very beautiful. See? the spider. See? Yathornanabhi srujate grunnate cha yatha pruthivyam oshadhaya sambhavanti yatha satap purushat kesha lomani tathat ksharat sambhavati ha vishvam. 3 examples are given. Yatha urnanabhi. Urnanabhi means a spider. A spider creates his web without collecting the construction material, without engaging a architect, without having any labor force, without having any designer. Everything is the same spider. When spider can create his own creation without the help of anything or anybody, can't Paramatma do this? Meaning what? The meaning is material cause and efficient cause is the same reality. And therefore material cause is always associated with the effects. When a pot is, so existence is associated with the pot. When the pot breaks, there are pieces. So the pieces also exist and they are. And then after we powder those pieces, then again the clay powder, there also the existence is. Therefore, the rule is, when the effects are destroyed, they go back to the cause. And therefore, when divorce happens, where the husband goes, he goes back to the same man where from he has come. He doesn't die. See? Therefore, second example was one Urnanabhi. Second was Yatha Pruthivyam Oshadhaya Sambhavanti. Earth is inert. From that inert earth, the living plants grow. And third example, Yatha Satap Purushat Keshalomani. From the living being, the dead hair and the dead nails come out. See? All contradictions. Tatha Aksharasam Bhavati Ha Vishvam. In the same manner, from the absolute reality, Akshara, the Brahma, this world of all contradictions comes out, but that doesn't mean the world is different from Paramatma. This is the second stand according to our scriptures. First stand is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Second stand is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Put them together. When you take Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, the world is an appearance, an illusion. What will be our interaction? Our interaction will be, we will not try to improve, we will not try to possess, we will not try to destroy, but we will enjoy. See? And when you take this world as Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, everything is Paramatma, then you cannot hate yourself. Everything is Paramatma, including ourselves. Therefore, these principles should be distinctly understood and lived. Sarvatmana Sthitam Brahma, Sarvam Brahmatmana Sthitam, Na Karyam Karanat Bhinnam, Iti Vedanta Dindimah. Therefore, the effect is not other than the cause. And therefore, if our attention is only on the effects, we forget the cause. But if we are seeing the effect, but remembering the cause, we are walking the spiritual path. Continuing further, Satta Spurana Saukhyani Bhasante Sarvavastushu Tasmat Brahmamayam Sarvam Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Sarvavastushu, in everything, Satta Spurana Saukhyani. Satta is Sat. Spurana is Chit. Saukhya is Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda is a common denominator of everything and being. Everything exists. Everything is known, Chit. And everything has got some or the other utility, and therefore it is liked. And therefore, the whole world is nothing but Satchidananda. See? Tasmat, therefore, Sarvam Brahmamayam. Therefore, everything is Paramatma alone. Now come back to your dream. Our dream, what are the contents? The dream world, the dream experiences, and the dreamer. All three of them are expression of the same mind. When our dumb mind can create such a beautiful dream, can't Paramatma create this world? Be attentive. When we are out of the dream, do we worry about what happened to that money? I think $10 million lottery I had. I was just coming home and the dream broke. I wish I should have smuggled it in the waking. No. See, friends, we immediately drop it. Exactly the same way. The wise Mahatmas, when they are awakened to their divine nature, they drop this world through wisdom. Not through divorce, through wisdom. See, friends, normally what we do in our life, we try to solve the problems. No, we try to change the problems. So this problem is creating problem. Therefore, we must have a different approach and a different problem. See? Therefore, Tasmat Brahmamayam Sarvam iti Vedanta Dindimah. So don't differentiate on any criteria. So start from the worldly objects, come to the sense organs, come to the mind, come to the eye, and then from eye go to the principle of life. Life-wise, we are all common. One youngster asked me this question. Swamiji, in today's world, the morning news becomes stale by lunchtime. Your Bhagavad Gita is more than 5,000 years. How can we accept it? I said, hey, you are awesome. Such an intelligent question. Nobody has asked me till date. Remember, whenever the teacher praises you, he is taking you for a ride. And whenever he bangs you, that is the real love for you. See? So, then I asked, really things have changed so much. 5,000 years before, people were eating by nose. Now they are eating by mouth. 5,000 years before, they had no glasses. Now we have got glasses. These things have changed. 5,000 years before, people were never having kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. They never were having. Swamiji, you are sarcastic. I said, you should thank me. I am not caustic. See, friends, Bhagavad Gita is meant for humanity. These two principles I told you. Self-accepted, disciplined life in a society is Hindu Dharma. And a universally accepted principle for every being is Sanatana Dharma. From the Sanatana Dharma, a group of people, they have accepted this self-imposed discipline so that the society can live in a proper way. But when you come to the Sanatana Dharma, we are beyond that. And therefore Sanatana Dharma does not exclude anything. And in that, there is nothing like somebody is the Hindu, somebody is the Christian. No. Everybody is a human being. Not only that, we transcend it and go to the animal kingdom and everything. See, friends. But those who are confused in this understanding, they'll be only talking about this, But in our house, it is like that. In your house, okay, so you go there, you behave like that. Why oppose? And never impose our views on others. when we impose our views on others, we are going the wrong way. See, friends, therefore, Satta Spurana Saukhyani, Satchit Ananda is in everything. See? Tasman Brahmamayam Sarvam. Therefore, everything is Paramatma and nothing else. So, these two principles we have seen. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. When you practice this, you will not be influenced by the world. But how can you love the Mithya? Yes, you are right. Then the second principle. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Everything is Paramatma. Now put these two principles together. We love everyone in this world, but we do not become possessive of anything or anybody in this world. See, friends, our love is a possessiveness. What we call love with possessiveness is asakti. Then jasakti. Tikti nahi. And for the asakti, there is a criteria. For the love, there is no criteria. See? When we are standing sometime, morning or evening, you are looking at the sky and a beautiful sunrise or sunset and nice clouds, beautifully colored, different colors. Aha, how beautiful it is. See? In that, you don't want to possess it. Yeah, such a lovely thing. I have to take a piece of the space and take home. No. There is no asakti. You are enjoying pure love without possessiveness. But when we go to some place and there is a big poster there and somebody like, in my place where I am staying, there is one poster. I have never seen ugliest picture than this in my life. But that is supposed to be very Nobel Prize winning prize picture. You don't know what is there. I was struggling to find out what is there. See? That makes you meditation. Therefore, whenever you are associated with the finite, you will have desire. When you are associated with the infinite, you have no desires. See? Tasmat Brahmamayam Sarvam. Therefore, bring these two principles together. Satta Spurana Saukhyani Bhasante Sarvavastuchu. Everything is the same Paramatma. Therefore, reject nothing and hold on to nothing. This is the Vedanta Dindimah. Continuing further, 35, 36. Ghatakudyadikam sarvam mrittika matramev cha tatha brahma jagat sarvam iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Whatever may be the names of the pots, Ghata, Kudya, Ityadi, it is nothing but the clay only. In the same manner, Jagat Sarvam Brahma iti. Whole world is nothing but Paramatma. Now to discover this, it is difficult for us because what we look at the world, our attention is on differences and some spatial status. And therefore it is difficult for us. If we are able to see the substratum, see? The other day, when we were studying there, Prabodh Sudhakar, there one question, because it is very long thing, we tried to finalize it quickly. One question was that if Bhagwan Krishna is everything, he alone is, then how come he is also a thief, he is also stealing the clothes of the girls, those ladies, and how he was having biasness against Duryodhan but in favor of Arjun. Why this is? Now what was the error in that question? Error was, his attention was on the expressions, not on who is expressing. See? Like during the childhood, Sometimes because for our benefit, our father normally becomes very strict and gives hard. Don't do like that. So if we know who is hitting us, is he our enemy? See, it is our benefit. When this is understood, the son will not go the wrong way. But this is not understood, then the son will develop a vengeance against father. When I was a child, you are beating me, now I don't care for you. This happened in US. There was one friend of mine. I went to his house in the evening along with him. And as we parked our car, his son also came. Very well developed, very tall. And in a sports car he came. And with his foot, he opened the door. Came out with a cigarette in his hand. And my friend, he became so frustrated. My son, before Swamiji, behaving like this? See? So, he wanted to take away the cigarette from his hand and give him one. So he was so strong, the son. He held the hand of the father. Normally fathers are pygmies and the sons are rakshasas. This is the Prithvi dosh. So he caught hold of the father. Dad, I'll uproot this hand and give another hand. And then he went away. Now when I saw all that, I know questions will come. I am most afraid of questions. Immediately I changed. Hey, where is the tea leaves here? I could find out the kettle, water is heated. I didn't bring that topic at all. This is the great spiritual practice. Have a technique or art of changing the topic instantaneously. Otherwise we get entangled in that. The same thing. And after we had tea and all that, I said, hey, I had to go back, okay? Somebody is coming to pick me up. And I went. Next day, his son called me. Swamiji, yesterday you have seen? I said, yes. I have nothing, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I just wanted to hurt my father. He has destroyed my childhood. All the time, come for satsang, do this bhajan, do that bhajan. And I was so fed up of that. And he destroyed my childhood. Therefore, I just want to hurt him. See, friends, don't overdo anything in life. Everything should have a limit. Therefore, Ghatakutyadikam sarvam mrittika matra evacha. Everything is Paramatma. And therefore, some children will listen, some will not listen. Don't compare your children with other children. You will be happy all the time. So, tatha sarvam brahma jagat sarvam. Everything is Paramatma. Look at it with this vision. You will never be frustrated in life. Therefore, don't be possessive. Always belong to. See, there are many people, they want to be possessive. This I learned in Mumbai because I don't remember. I had to go here lunch, there lunch, all that. So sometime it used to happen that I had said okay to two persons for the same time. So it was a problem. So one Amma, she said, Swamiji, I know your problem. I'll take care of your appointment for the lunch and dinner. I said, okay. And then she started possessing me. Then she started deciding where I should go or I should not go. So when I said, yes, I'll go there. No, Swamiji, you cannot go there. That day I understood. I have become a dog in her hand. I said, Mama, you are so good, taking care of me, but now I have understood, okay? Hereafter you need not do. Remember, don't be possessive of anybody in this world. Belong. When you carry your suitcase, it is a possession. check in, it belongs. Relax. See, friends, therefore, we have to discover these simple techniques in our day-to-day life. Avasthatritayam yasya krida bhumitaya sthitam tadeva brahma janiyat iti Vedanta Dindimah. These three places, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, these are the three playgrounds for the reality, the Brahman. See? We have to clearly understand this point. Paramatma, Brahman alone is expressing as the waker identified with the body. Then the same Brahman identified with the subtle body is called the dreamer. Here most of the people make mistake. Waker does not become a dreamer. Waker himself is a conditioned expression. He doesn't become a dreamer. It is the same Brahman with another condition is called as the dreamer. And it is the same Brahman with a third condition. What is the third condition? Absence of earlier two. He becomes a deep sleeper prajna. Therefore, one reality alone is appearing in three different ways. It is not that the waker is becoming the dreamer and the dreamer is becoming the deep sleeper. No. It is only one reality alone. See, this is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. I am the very essence of everything and being. And I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. And therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi ahameva vidya. This aham has to be recognized as tadeva brahma janiyat. And this is not the story of only me, but it is the story of everyone. See, friends. Like earth is one, by imagination it is divided into different countries. The water is one, imagination, this is Indian Ocean, this is Chinese Ocean. Then the fire is one, then this is the, the Pretagni, and this is the Jatragni. Fire is the same. Then the air is one, but we create different things, Prana, Vana, Apana, Vyana, etc. Space is one, we create north, east, west, south. Exactly the same way, life is one. And then, depending upon where the life is expressed, then we start differentiating. Man, woman, husband, wife, or the animal, plant, and division begins. So come away from the many and walk towards the one. This is the meaning. Avastha tritaya yasya. So we alone are playing the role of waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. And for that I told you one homework. Try this. Work on it every day. Who makes this statement? I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who can make this statement? Find out. We all make this statement, isn't it? Who makes this? Is this statement made by the waker? Find out. Is this statement made by the dreamer or by the deep sleeper? Who makes it? Waker cannot make this statement because he was not in the dream. How can he say, I had bad dreams? How can he say, I had good sleep? The dreamer also cannot say because he is not talking to us. The deep sleeper also cannot say because we are talking about a waking, in the waking. Then who makes this statement? So the one who was in the waking without becoming a waker, who was in the dream without becoming a dreamer, who was in the deep sleep without going to sleep. He alone can make this statement. See? Avasthatritayasya krida bhumitaya sthitam. Is only the lila. See? Krida bhumi. From here to there, moving cheerfully, happily. Be attentive. In fact, Paramatma is not moving. We are moving. See? I, the divine Paramatma, supported the childhood body. Childhood body has gone. We are the same. Then teenage body, that has also gone. We are the same. Then the deep sleep, causal body, that also comes and goes. We are the same. So when our attention is on the substratum and not on the superimpose, then our understanding will be different. Therefore, we told you, change your standpoint in life. Unless we change the standpoint, we have not studied Vedanta at all. See? And when you change the standpoint, everything changes in life. See? One small example to conclude this. See? It's not difficult. There was one family in Mumbai, husband, wife and son. Husband used to come for my satsang, wife never came. And they had a very small house. The front room maybe 8 by 10 and the back room maybe 6 by 8. That was all their house. The old lady, she will be staying in the front room, not allow anybody to use that room. And the husband, wife and their son, they used to stay in their small one. That is their kitchen, that is their staying, that is sleeping, there the child is studying, like that. Naturally, the daughter-in-law used to get frustrated. So she must have told her husband, but husband runs away. Tu karte ho, jo karna hai karo. So she came to me. Swamiji, you tell my husband. So I kept quiet. You know, because of you, he spoiled. So I kept quiet. Then I told him to tell his mother not to do like this, allow us to use the front room. But she doesn't allow. What should be done? I said, kill her. No, we can't kill. Then leave that place and go to some other place to stay. No, that we can't. Why? If we leave that place, then when she dies, that it will not be inherited by us. Then what is to be done? Please tell me. I said, I'll tell you. But you should not tell it to anybody. If you tell to others, it will be influence on you. Okay. Don't tell anybody. Yes. Your mother-in-law is going to die after 283 days. Don't tell anybody. If you tell, it will happen to you. By fear only you can control. So, next time when anything hot discussion happens, count 260. Again something happens, 258. Count down. And she started that. And all the fighting, argument, everything disappeared. Then within a period of few days, she again came. Swamiji, I said, I was worried. What happened? She died or what? So she says, Swamiji, no, I don't want her to die. I said, what happened? Now you told, 287 days. Now almost, we have come to 130 days. Now I have known that she is not bad. That is her habit of talking like that. You must have seen some people don't talk, they bark. See? That is the habit, default settings. So I don't want she should die like that, she is good, Now I understood. I was misunderstanding her more than she misunderstanding me. So please do something. Now see. what I have done? Buy time. Don't react. This is Vedanta Dindimah. Avastha Tritaya, Krida Bhumitaya Stitam. See, give chance to everybody. Everybody is good in this world. Nobody is bad. Avastha Tritaya, Krida Bhumitaya Stitam. So now that lady where she was staying, she was no more living as a daughter-in-law to the mother-in-law, but now she was looking at her as a person, non-relational existence. See, the more you recognize this, all the problems are in relations. Bhagavad Gita, the war is between the relations, not between enemies. All of us have got the same problem. We suffer because of children, because of the parents, because of the in-laws, because of the old fellows. We suffer. Relations. And therefore, do not expect absolute happiness from the relatives. From the relatives, you can get the relative happiness. How relative happiness? Like you all have come here. At home, in your house, there is peace. Because you have come here. That is what they say. When you go to satsanga, there is happiness. They don't tell where. One person in Delhi, we are going to Badrinath, two bus loads. He came and made his car stand in front of our bus. Naturally, bus has to stop. And he said, and Punjabis are expert in getting their work done. So he came and then he said, Swamiji, please you have to take my mother, I am a very bad son, I could not take, but you take her along with other blah blah. I said, look, there is no place, it is all packed. He held my feet. Swamiji, I will not leave you. Now such an elderly person, I can't kick him. So, because I will get hurt. I am worried about me, not about him. Then ultimately I said, oh God, okay. Then we squeezed her somewhere. So after that was done, Swamiji payment, I said, yes, but I will not give in front of everybody, let us go. So he took me behind the bus. How much, Swamiji? Said 5,000 rupees. So he gave 5,000. And again, I said, no, one is enough, 5,000. No. This is advance. Next time, anywhere you are going, that day I discovered the love of the children for parents is to get peace at home. See, friends, satsangatve nisangatve. Therefore, avastha tritaya yasya krida bhumitaya sthitam tadeva brahmajnaniyat iti Vedanta Dindimah. Therefore, don't react in life. Take life lightly in the light of wisdom. Wisdom is light and reactions are heavy. Don't react in life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari